All right, so we're going to click on the GoDaddy Studio, and then we're going to click on the plus sign to start a new project. Now, whenever you're doing story slides, you want to make sure that you use the story template, okay, or the story dimensions. And so they actually already have like featured layouts here. Now, mine might look different than yours because I do pay for mine, but hopefully it's the same. And if you have an iPhone or an Android, it also might look different, but they actually already have like pre-made slides and things for you that you can just plug in photos and wording if you want to, but we're going to start from scratch. So up here on the backgrounds, I just want you to click white. And then you're going to scroll down on the bottom until you get to story, which is this 9:16 dimension. If you make it wider, or if you don't use this slide, then it just doesn't fit very good in your stories, and like words are cut off and it just doesn't look as good in my opinion. So using the right dimension. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and select that. And then what I want you guys to do is we're just going to do a photo and we're just going to do a picture, or we're going to do a picture and we're just going to do some wording because we're going to keep it really simple. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in an image. So select image down in the bottom left and then find a photo of you. You guys who don't take a lot of selfies, you'll have to find an old one. All right, and then we're going to make it the whole size. And then once you've got it, you'll hit the check mark. And then we're going to do a shape, add a shape here at the bottom, and we're going to do a full solid rectangle. And we're going to just move that to the bottom. If I'm going too fast, just say, wait, I'm not ready yet. Now, the thing that I like about this app is you can actually move it and it'll tell you when you're centered, which is nice. See that little yellow line that goes through? Because I'm OCD like that. So I like to make sure that things are in the middle. Then we're going to click the little check mark. Then we're going to add text, and we're going to just keep this simple. Whenever you're sharing your story, we always like to do like before you started, why you started, and now today. So just like 3 phases. Okay, so I'm going to say before this business found me, and choose a font that I like. Now it's a little bit hard to read the white on top of my white shirt. And so one thing that I will do to make it like pop out a little bit is I'll add a shadow. So if I just click down here at the bottom shadow, I can blur it a little bit. I can make the opacity darker. I could change the angle in which the shadow is. And so that just makes it so that way I can see it a little bit better. Then once you got that, then click the check mark. And then we're going to do a text, and you're going to write where you were when this business found you. All right. So I'm going to make that smaller, put it inside this white box, and I'm going to change the color. Oh, this is cool, you guys. This is something that I really like to do on my, like I said, I'm OCD, but some of you guys don't care. Okay, but I do. So this is pretty cool. You can actually click color. And then if you click the little drop, then you can actually color match it with any color that's like in your photo. And so then it kind of like brings it all together. So I'm going to color match it with my lips right there. So I click that little button, but then you can see that with the shadow, it makes it really hard to read. So then I just go to shadow and I can turn that off. And I like the look of that. I also always have to make sure that my wording like fits in my box and that there isn't just like one word left at the bottom. So, you know, sometimes I have to adjust the sizes and that kind of thing. I don't like that those two eyes on the right hand side are right next to each other. So I'm going to just return that there. And here. Okay, now what I like is when I flip through stories, everything stays the same except for one thing changes. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click the check mark up at the top. And then from here, if you click on the one that's in the center top, then I can actually duplicate this slide. And so we're going to duplicate this slide 3 more times. We have 4 slides total. And then we're going to go back to slide 2. And then what we can do is we can just double tap on our words and edit them. So instead of before this business found me, then I can say I was hesitant to start because okay, so I said I didn't have any extra time to put towards working another job. I had never done anything like this before. Plus, I didn't think I'd have people that would buy from me, and I didn't want to be salesy. So why is this powerful? Because how many other people feel the same way? And that's the reason why they're not starting, right? And that's the truth. That's where I was. Okay, so once you have that done, then check mark it there. Is anybody doing this with me? Give me a thumbs up if you are. Kayla, yes. Savannah. Okay. I know some of you guys are just watching, which is fine. Am I going too fast? Are you with me? Okay. All right. Then on slide number 3, but I did it anyway. And here's where I'll talk about how I wanted to have a change in my life, like why I joined, what I wanted to get out of it. All right. So I said, I wanted to be healthy. I wanted to travel and make real friends. I wanted to have the freedom of time to spend with my family. And I wanted to be a mom that could say yes to my kids' needs and wants. And then on the last slide is like our call to action. And so we'll say, and you can do it too. Here's how, and then we'll put some information on there. Okay. So must be 18, set your own hours, post and message on social media, team trainings and support, earn cash commissions and big bonuses. And then I just threw in there, it will change your life. So whatever you want this last slide to look like. No, I don't like that. Take that. Okay, now the last thing that we always have to make sure that we do whenever we're talking about the business and the ability to make some money is that we always have to end with the income disclosure statement. Okay, the IDS, if you ever see that. So if you click back up here where it says the 4 now with the box here in the top middle, we're going to add just a blank one. So we just click the plus sign, it'll add a blank one. And then from here, we're going to add an image. And hopefully you have an IDS saved. Oh, but if you don't, and you're part of the boards, what you can do is you can just come in here, text, open up your boards. It's under post ideas, lifestyle posts. There's a folder called IDS. So you can actually just copy that and then paste. It'll pop up right there. And then I like to leave a little space at the bottom to put a poll. And so it can be like, start today, or what's still holding you back, or what questions do you have, or swipe up and type the word start for more info. In fact, I could do that. I could do that real quick. I could just go like this. Copy this. Paste. Put in my fake phone number, text, start to 307-222-2728 or message me here. And then I can still leave a little spot that I could put a poll up above. Okay. Anybody need me to repeat or do anything before I close out of this? Anybody have any questions? So when you're done, you click the little exit out button at the top right. And then you can save all of the pages. And it saves to your camera roll. And then you also can add it to a folder. And so I'm part of like a team folder. So I can add it to there. And then I also have my own personal folders down here. And so I could add it to anywhere in one of my folders. And that way I always have it to go back to. And then close, and there it is, just like that. And then the nice thing is I can come back in here and I could do replace. And then what I could do is I could grab another photo. And I could go and I could switch out all of my, and I could have like another set just by switching out my photo. And I could make another set, which is really easy. I could even just do delete that. And I could just do a background if I wanted to. So let's say I wanted to do a background like this. Change where it's layered. So it's layered back here. And then I could throw in a photo and I could crop it into a circle. And I could have something like that if I wanted to. So you can use the same story slides where you don't have to recreate it. And then you could just change the photos around a little bit, change the background, whatever you wanted to do. Okay. So hopefully that was helpful. And I hope that you guys will make yourself some story slides and just use it. Okay.
Thank you for doing that. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.